All right, so let me just mark out our recent structures. I think let me just I always prefer the arrow instead of this. Then we go this. Now this is the general low around here, and then this is the overall high. So remember, whenever I say overall, any movement above that gives us long time buy, and of course, any movement below a long time low gives us a sell. That's in the long time for swing trading. But as day trader, I want to start this market. Let's see if we can actually see opportunities as day traders. All right. So let's go to the H4. So I say H4 15 minutes charts. Okay. On the 15 minutes charts, I think just let me move this a little bit so I can just zoom this around. Okay. Now the film charts. First, I think I can actually see something around this level. Now getting here again. So getting what's beautiful now is just the market are closing above this for us to go long on this. So this is what you'll be thinking of doing right now. So if the market actually close above this, you think of going long that way to the next target. So please pay close attention to your PainX 400. This is the trade I'll actually be trading. I'll be taking next. Okay, that's it. Let's go to gain. Pain and gain. And of course, it's gain 400. Okay, let me take this a little. I love this actually showing. Then go to the H4 to mark the recent highs and the recent lows. Oof. I would have actually let this open before this. Wow. So overall low, we're gonna be having this. But then let's still wait for internal lows. Okay. Let's go to 15 minutes chart to see if we can see change of structures. I think the likeliness of we going on the bearish side is a bit what's it called, short around here. So that means it's actually possible that we seems to go on the long side, but then for on the short side we want to see a break below this. But I think overall I'm actually still very much bullish on this. But better still, I would suggest just leave gain 400, gain 400 please, leave start of gain X 400 please. I'll definitely let you know if we see opportunity on that. So I'm going to the next one is going to be flip one or flip X1. So I repeat, I suggest staying out of gain 400 since it's actually not really straightforward with the analysis and the rest. The structures there are a little bit confusing. It could be bearish and bullish all at the same time. So let's just leave the one that is confusing and focus on the one that is actually a bit sensible. Okay, sensible. That word sounds familiar. Be sensible, Kazim. After be sensible. All right. I have a friend that actually said that. Always be sensible. Come on. All right. So looking at this already, you want to see a breakout and of course a break below, depending on where it is. Either a break above this, and of course you want to see a retest of that. Then you want to see this, or then if that does not happen, you want to see a break below this. You want to see a retest, and then you want to see this. But then if that does not happen, still we are gonna look for what's gonna happen in between. So let's go to the 15 minutes chart to see our internal structure, so I can know if we have any trades to look at for. Okay, currently we can actually see the market working this, but then looking on the short side, I'm not going to think of shorting this. The other I'm going to short is if it goes below this, or then it goes above this. I'm not taking any internal trade right now. I'll just wait for the market to go either above this or go below this. So that's what I'm looking for. So going to the next one, which is break 500, break 600, break 600. Okay, so let me just take this up. a little, then going to the H4, then marking this and then taking this. Let me zoom this. Our overall actually still very far, which is around this level. This is where the overall high is. Then the recent low. This is internal low where we are currently, and of course it's still valid as our recent low. We still around this level. Okay, so now remember what I want to say for this market to think of continuing in the what's it called, the bearish side. Once the market closing still below this, and of course I think we are actually going short on this, but then this ejection is now telling us a little bit of information otherwise this has been a good opportunity of thinking of shorting this, and of course stop loss is going to be above this. But then let's see what's going to happen at the close of this candlestick. You can see a bearish candle are fully closing. You can think of actually going short on that. But before that, let's go to the 15-minute chart to see what we have to do as day traders. Okay, now looking at the 15-minute charts, you can actually see some bit of what you call ranging at this level or sideways movement. So let's just see what happens. That just like I said earlier on the H4, the best for us to do right now is to wait for the head to actually close and see below the. Remember, these now have been decisive, so it's better just wait for the H1 closure probably on the bullish side before you think of going short on this. But then on the long side of the market, maybe if the market is able to close now above this, then once you're above this, then testing that again, you can think of going long. But for them, I'm still overall short on the but I'll see for the bearish candle close on the H1 before I think of maybe going short. If you're doing that, this is going to be your first target. That's more like a scalping side. Except you can wait for the market to go below, then you can think of going short on the long side. So that's it. Going to the final one for today is going to be the FX volume. So FX. So let's go to volume 20. And just like I said, if I haven't said it, this is actually synthetic. And of course, you can share the description if you want to open an account with them. I don't have to say much about them. Remember, I can always choose not to use the account again. If you check it out and you're not comfortable with their services, you can always go back to maybe your former broker or wherever. But actually, we offer Forex market, we offer synthetics, we offer a lot of assets for you to trade on. So let's continue with the final, which is going to be the FX volume 20. And of course, I'm currently on the H4 right now. So let's just mark the recent high and the recent low. So here is the high. I think we can currently see this is the most recent that the market is likely to get to next. And then this is the low they are targeting. Now the market actually seems to be moving a little bit on the bullish side to this next, but let's see if that is actually validated. Are going long on that. Okay, before we think of going long, let's look what this is the internal high. But then broken below this, we want to see it close above this, have a scalping to this level. But then if it scalp to that level, the best opportunity for you to trade on a long run is a break above this, testing this and think of going long. So that's it. That's going to be the end of the analysis on synthetic. Please remember, don't risk more than you can afford to lose, no matter how perfect the setup looks. Always be careful and always make sure you only risk what you can afford to lose. That said, I wish everyone a profitable day to ahead and please stay safe.